We are coming off probably one of our worst stretches of play since we went into that quote-unquote rebel phase last season. In last episode, if you missed it, we'll run through it pretty quickly, but it did not go very well. We started with a match against Latium, of which we had a nice 2-0 lead, and then in the second half, we allowed them to come back and we ended with a draw. We did manage to get the win the game after against Palermo 2-1, and then in Coppa Italia, I did not realize it was the quarterfinals, but against Bergamo, they absolutely destroyed us 3-0, and we are already out of Coppa Italia. We came in the round of 16, so as soon as we entered, we were already in the knockout stages, so unfortunately didn't realize that, and we lost. We were able to put together our best match against Inter Milan right after, though, and did get the win 2-1, and then right back to that same 3-0 scoreline against Arsenal in the Champions League. So we are down 3 points on aggregate. So today we will be playing against them, and we're going to have to win that game by 4 goals if we're to continue on. So that one is definitely going to be tough. We will start against Verona, and then depending on how long some of these matches go, how much action we have in them, will depend if we get to this rematch, though not fully a rematch as it's just going to be in our Serie A, our league play against Bergamo, but definitely want to destroy them to make up for the loss, but it's going to be against Verona where we get started. Now, Verona are sitting about mid-table, and we've struggled with our new lineup, though it does look like we are changing things a little bit, with Arezzo being on that left side up top, Diaz going back to the right. We also had a new defensive back over on that right side in Sanchez, who definitely was a little bit hit or miss. So these new additions that we've brought in from that transfer window that closed at the beginning of last episode, it really shook up this team, and hopefully today we get things back on track. And as we get this match underway, we are still 4 points behind Milan, so we need them to start dropping some points, and we need to continue to try to bring in as many as possible. And the best way to do that is through scoring goals, so that's definitely going to be the main focus today. But on top of that, we also just need to continue to do the objectives that our team gives us, still get stuck in defensively. We did pretty well with that last episode, which was probably about the only thing we did well last episode. Now, as we build down the wing, see if we could get something going offensively here. Dropping back rarely ever seems to work out for us, as Arezzo will drop back to, I think that was Thaven who tried to get the cross in. That was something we struggled with last time, but Ford does a good job of getting stuck in, get the ball, avoid that defender coming in, though we don't have much space. So back out wide, Thaven, who can get the pass into me. One-time shot into that left side of the net. That's kind of been our favorite side this season. A great pass there from Thaven on the outside. We've had a pretty decent connection, and once again, FIFA, get rid of this 3-point. Like, what is the purpose of this? Wasting time. But a great one-time shot with that strong foot. Love it. And I'm hoping that that 11th minute goal is signs of what's to come today. Again, when we get into that match against Arsenal, we have to win by 4 points. So if we could at least get the scoring motions going, they'll definitely help us out. Now for the first time today, Verona trying to work the ball in with a good pass. Need to do well defensively, and we do. Bacau has been solid for us throughout our time here with Udinese, and he's really been one of the only guys, at least defensively, that always comes through. Now Diaz with some space takes the long shot. What was that, about a 20-yard shot to that left-hand side? Again, that's the side that we like to score on the most on this team. And we'll take a 2-0 lead. Now we've seen that a lot in Serie A play. Can we just hold on to it and maybe not let them crawl back into the second half or at all? Well, as we get stuck into the second half here, really not a whole lot to highlight from that first half. Just a couple shots on goal that went into the back of the goal. As thank you, I'll take that pass. Get that over to Rodriguez. But yeah, not a lot from Verona offensively, defensively playing a lot better. So if we could just find some more goals, I think we'll be well on our way. Now, as we do try to do that, let's also try to hold on to the ball a bit better than last episode. Sit towards this back post, perhaps. Look for a pass and a shot. Not for me. Instead, Diaz comes in and he'll pick up a brace. Not gonna lie, definitely thought that one was going to me. But hey, if we could take a 3-0 lead, I don't care who's scoring the goal. We have a 13-point lead at the top of the table anyway. So, or at least the scoring table by that. Still down a couple points in the Serie A table, but yeah, 3-0 for the most part is what I was trying to say. I'm pretty good with. Now Vargas with some space takes the shot, but the goalie pushes it wide. Definitely starting to get our scoring mojo back as I'll step up to this front post here. It's coming my way. Header sends it straight to the keep. Now with just about 20 minutes left in this one, Verona finally gets a pass into the box. They don't keep it very long. Defensively, we've been sound today. But can we find a fourth goal to put this game away? Thaven will get the pass into the middle. Back out wide to Thaven. Thaven into Diaz. Diaz up to me. We have some space. Maybe go with that left side shot. Was close. Good save from the goalie. And kind of get a foot stuck in on it. Will go to me with apparently a pass outside with a long shot coming in off of it. I did not try to actually pass that. I was calling for the ball. But the final whistle will sound, and we do not find that fourth goal. But a 3-0 win is still rather impressive, so we'll take all 3 points home. No pun intended. Hopefully drawing us closer to Milan, but hopefully continuing the scoring throughout the remainder of this episode. Now, unfortunately, that win does not move us any closer to retaking the top of Serie A. Milan also won, so still have that 4-point gap as we now move on to Spezia. We played against them in Coppa Italia and we beat them 4-1. Let's hope for a similar scoreline. Now, I kind of have a feeling that we don't play our best games whenever we have clear skies. Let's try to correct that as we are home today. Again, need to collect all the points. It's the same thing over and over again as we still are trying to chase down Milan. So why not enhance goal for the win? Ensure as many points as possible. And we're going to open up with a very deep free kick. However, that one pretty accurately goes straight to the keeper. Well, I was hoping to get something a little bit more in there. As we're going to have some space here, Orezo will lay it on for us and chip over the keep, and the defensive back is not going to get there in time. A little bit of a, I won't say cheap goal or a cheaty goal, but you know, it's not my best work, but it sure was fun. And thank you very much for that one. I'll go ahead and take that ball right back. Get it up to Orezo. Orezo, can we get a through pass? No. Well, he also doesn't even get the pass over to Diaz very well either. Spezia trying to build once again, going down the outside. That's what they tried last time. Drop it back this time. Came sliding in to try to get the block, but I think it was Bacau beat me to it. Either way, works out well for us defensively as we do need to get up the field here. Try to help out as we do get the pass, but the bad touch will still end up somehow maintaining possession. Let's stick back here, try to help out Thaven, who will back heel it. Look for a pass in, all the way across, take the shot, Diaz. Good attempt. We'll go wide. Lucky for us, though, wide out on the keep, who had the save. Now, can we get somewhat of a shot here? Bicycle pushed wide. I thought that was gonna be it. We've tried it several times to no avail. That one was definitely the closest we've had so far. Header once again goes in towards the goalie. At least we're getting stuck in here on the corners. Typically we don't really get much of a chance. Coming in once again, not gonna get the jump, but will at least fall back. Believe that was Rodriguez. Bacau now has it. See if we could sit out wide here. Look for a cross to the backside. No, waited too long. Now for the first time today, Spezia in the 35th minute finally has a little bit of some offensive attack, and I don't know how that ball got by me. But it was nearly a goal for Spezia as we get the ball luckily away. Moving up top, the defender falls. Come on, Diaz. Take the shot into that top right corner. Top right, wow. all incorrect. Wanted to say bottom, it was top. Said right, it was left. You guys saw where it went. Apparently I didn't. And early on here in the second half, it will be a free kick, though they do not go for goal. They actually take it rather short and keep going backwards. Interesting attack, but it does open up barely for him. And Silvestre will get the save. And rather quickly, bit of a counter-attack, though Diaz can't quite get it by the goalie. Who honestly didn't really even have to move much for the save, just went right off his legs. As we'll try to attack the ball, though, not going to go to us. Back over to the middle, round the outside. Sanchez is not a very good passer. A nice through pass, though, for Spezia. They've been getting a little bit more and more each offensive attack. So we need to make sure we start tightening things up a little bit here. As they will have the corner. Going front post. They do get on it, but it goes straight to the keep. And a steal with Arezzo will put us up 3-0. A great bit of work up top. Gets the steal and then puts it in the back of the net. Now as we move forward here with a pass all the way across. Okay, that time did not think it was going to go to me. Fancy little spin there. Get the pass back into the middle all the way across. Diaz almost finds that top right corner that time. Though the goalie pushes it over the bar. So will be another corner here for us as we rush into the middle. Set up the bicycle kick again. I don't think we even got a toe on that one, but it sure looked fun while we tried. Now with about 15 minutes here, looking for another goal as all the way across Thaven takes the shot. You guessed it, another corner. Sitting back post this time. Can we get anything fancy with it? No, because it's definitely not going to get anywhere close to us, at least initially. Though it will fall for Rodriguez over to Arezzo, and how about our 28th corner? And with maybe a minute here left in stoppage time, we're going to lose the ball. Not quite, but the whistle will sound. So no fourth goal yet again, but a 3-0 scoreline is still very nice. Now, as we move on to our match against Cremonese, it is just a few days before our match against Arsenal. So what I would love would be to take a pretty good lead early on and then maybe try to get subbed out late on and hopefully coast to a victory. So I want to make sure we have full stamina for our Arsenal matchup. On top of that, we are currently 7 points down from Milan, with a match in hand, so we definitely need to make sure we're getting the win today. And this looks like it's almost a home game due to the colors. Assist on a goal, we haven't really assisted much or complete 10 passes in opponent's half. Yeah, sure, let's bump that one up. I think it said 15. Yeah, almost kind of feels like a home match because we're also wearing a little bit of some red, at least one of our alternate kits here. Maybe we'll try to turn this into a home game, considering how good we've been, but a great steal there from Cremonese off the get-go, though we do get the ball right back. So the team is starting to feel better. I think we have a little bit of our mojo back. That connection with our teammates has started to work a good bit better, especially with Diaz moving back over to the right side up front. That has definitely helped. And I will steal this one right in front of goal. Pass over, and I was hoping that that would actually be a much better attempt at goal. Clearly my guy in shock was just staying back in the net because he doesn't know how his teammate didn't score. But this time we set Diaz up much better. And again to that top left corner. Will be a 1-0 lead here just into the 12th minute. We do get that assist though, so there we go. Now it opens up for us right down the middle, and we could sprint at him and not get the chip. I tried the chip once again. That time it didn't work out. Much better from this goalie. However, not a great bit from his defense. And it's not going to be a corner, though we will get the ball right back in. Header will work this time. Not going to keep me out for long. We pick up another goal, still staying well up the top of the score sheet. And a shot in from Diaz. Well, he's definitely taking on a new form this season. When he came in with us last season, he was struggling. But he's definitely our go-to guy up front. He's getting the job done left, right, and center. More so to the left side, but a little bit there on the right. Well, I definitely talked about earlier about trying to build that big lead, and we've done that so far. Maybe look for another, however, not enough power on that one to chip that one actually into the goal. Though, I mean, a fairly decent attempt, considering the first chip we tried this match, that definitely did not work very well. However, another attempt maybe opening up here with a narrow angle. We will squeeze it by the defender, but the goalie as well will net a brace in the first half here, make it a 4-0 match. Now the real question is, can we make it a 5-0 score line with some interesting set of passing, and Diaz will make it close. We'll have at least the corner here. With stoppage time in the first half, could we get on the end of this one? No. Instead, keeper comes out and collects, but that should send us and does send us into half. 2 goals for us, 2 goals for Diaz with a 4-0 lead. But that's definitely the plan. Look for the hat trick and then ask to be subbed out. Look for the pass back, shot to that left-hand side, and talk about it. How about do it? Will be a hat trick for us here in the 57th minute. A 5-0 lead. You surely imagine that's going to be a win. And with that, I will head to the sideline, getting my hat trick. An 8.9 match rating, 3 goals and an assist. I feel like that's pretty good. Now let's just hope the team can continue to hold our lead. Make sure we have full stamina as we move on into our match against Arsenal. That's the big one. We need 4 scores, and we get 5 in the match right before. Looks like a fairly late yellow card as well for Cremonese, but a dominant win for us. But to make that tactic worth it, we need to score 4 more goals than what they score in this match. Whether they score 1, we have to score 5, whatever it is. We're going to need to put on a show. Now, last season in Coppa Italia against our rival in Milan, we were down 3 on aggregate. Drew it all the way back 3-3 to then give up a late goal, losing on aggregate 4-3. So we need to make sure that, well, that doesn't repeat itself. And by doesn't repeat itself, I mean getting it level up 3-3 by all means. But we definitely need to find that 4th goal, or at least just try to make this thing interesting. The first match between us and Arsenal did not go all too well. I think was it Saka? I think he had a hat trick on us. So let's not let that happen in this one, as apparently I can't get the pass off. And I actually might open up here for us, as it's 2-on-1, and okay. Rodriguez says, nah, it's my time to shine. He will nail it. Great shot. I guess the goalie didn't know who was going to take it, and well, it came from Rodriguez, and I'm gonna, yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna take it either way. 3-1 on aggregate. Now we just have to do that 3 more times. And thank you very much. I'll go ahead and slide on in for that one, as Sanchez playing over on the left-hand side today. Interesting, we've shaken up the lineup a little bit here. Vargas gets the pass up into the middle. Even further up, Rodriguez with an early brace. Already 3-2 in aggregate, and we're only in the 11th minute. And yeah, I will say that worked out pretty well. I'm sure number 7 is not all too happy with me. 2 kind of aggressive slide tackles there, but it is what it is. It's what we need to have happen, and it's what we're doing. Although his teammate going to help him out, though. We did get the ball back for a split second, but don't keep it. And I'll take that one once again. Get that pass out wide. Maybe look for the through pass. No, doesn't come. Now we get it, but we had to slow down. Okay, let's maybe collect the ball here. Try to find a pass into 4 with a nice shot. Take it. Diaz off the top bar. He went to that top left side. It's been so good for us, but that time does not go in favor. Great steal there from Bijol. Get the ball back up towards the top. Okay, Orezo, drop it back for the shot in, leveling it. 3-3 in 22 minutes of play. We've come ready. However, Arsenal trying to find their lead back here for the first time today are inside the scoring third. However, they're having difficulty getting in towards the box. Will kind of get it there. Good block from 4. A near shot in on goal though as the ball, wow, fell for number 11. Luckily though, luck is on our side. And it opens up for us here. We're going to be sprinting from about midfield, shuck off the defender, sliding under the goalie, and we will take a lead on aggregate 4-3 with the score line of 4-0. Well, this team definitely came hungry. Our first time here in Champions League with Udinese, and we're making a run of it, to say the least here. In the first half, scoring 4 unanswered. Gives us a little bit of a cushion here. Now, we don't have to be so tight defensively. We could technically allow one, though, that would just send us into overtime and potential PKs. I'm not exactly sure how it works here in Champions League, but hopefully we don't find out. Nice deep pass. Arsenal has a couple guys in the box. Number 7, I know, is not a big fan of me, so he'll probably stay away from me. And a nice pass. Somehow that ball ends up underneath the keep, and it is drawn back 4-4. So that slight little bit of comfort, gone. Is once again going to need to find another goal. And with limited time left here in stoppage, look for the through pass up to Diaz, and it ricochets back to him with the header. With plus time here in stoppage. We're supposed to have a minute. We're about a minute and a half over. We retake the lead. 5-4 on aggregate, make it 5-1 in this matchup alone, and that will send us into half. First half, amazing. Let's keep it up for the second. And our forwards are trying to start things off quickly here. Just taking the ball straight down the pitch. Let's try to work out something here. Get the ball back over to Diaz. Diaz needs some help. Can he get across in? No, but can we not even get the corner attempt? Wow. Tremendous work there from the defensive back. Now, luckily, we still have some opportunity here to get the ball in the back of the net. Not where I intended that one to go. Wanted to find Orezo, but we'll at least eventually find him. As we kind of lose the ball a little bit, we'll get it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez out to Diaz. Diaz laid back to Rodriguez. Back to us in the middle. Can we hit a quick stop spin? No, back out wide Diaz. Try to create some space here as Diaz, I think, was trying to find Orezo. Great attack. Just need to get the ball in the back of the net. And so close to stealing that. Interesting roll there from the goalie. Now Arsenal has worked the ball down for a corner. It's coming in towards me, and the guy behind jumps in front and nearly leveled this one up. Now, as we sit about 20 minutes left here in this match, really need to try to find a second goal to put this one, not necessarily away, but actually give us some decent amount of comfort space. And who's going to get the whistle there? Apparently, they're going to call the penalty on us. Arsenal takes over. A little bit of some, I don't know, some unfairness. Kind of seems like there. Arsenal has the ball, driving in. They will get a pass in to level it. I stepped up to try to help block what I thought was going to be a shot on goal. Instead, selflessness will level this one up. Great pass. That was exactly what they needed to do. As for us, what we exactly need to do is find another goal. Definitely need to not give up a goal. That's for sure. Knock on wood. But with about 10 minutes, Arsenal trying to find a way through. A great cutout there defensively as 24 has the ball. Didn't even know we had a 24 on the team, but hey, let's make a play, 24. Let's get the ball up, which you will. Over to 21, into me, and not going to quite get to it. However, ball popping around will go to Arsenal. Back into us. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking downfield. I think I maybe blocked that one. Left on for us and then bumped off the ball. Well, we're pressing here, that's for sure. We will get the ball. Let's try to wrap around. Look, no, FIFA, how about you make a logical pass? Oh, come on. How do I not get that steal? A good block, but it sets them up for the go-ahead in the 89th minute. What happened last year in Coppa Italia has happened again. We fight all the way back, take a lead in aggregate. And now once again, we're the ones chasing. We need a goal here to at least send this thing into some overtime or to PKs. And we need it extremely quickly. Can we get the ball up here, gents? I don't want to just get out of the league here. Come on. Let's find a pass. Let's find a loss, apparently. Don't know. Don't know. But we made it a heck of a game. But with that, I am 99.9% sure we are now out of the Champions League, losing to Arsenal after we were down 3-0 on aggregate. We brought it all the way back at one point. Was it 3-4? Then they leveled it 4-4. Then we had 5-4, and then they leveled it 5-5, and eventually they found the winner. Well, it was fun while it lasted. But as we move back to Serie A, we need to really focus now in on Serie A. There's no other competitions for us as we are now out of Coppa Italia and the Champions League. So let's continue scoring goals here, at least in Serie A. Now, as the last match of this episode is underway, still down 4 points to Milan. We might rely almost on a head-to-head, potentially. Obviously, they would still need to drop at least another point. And a little aggression there is going to get him sent off early. It will be 10 men. I mean, just absolutely unnecessary. I don't know why he's all too upset. You had to expect that. Come sliding in, taking out a guy from behind like that. It's a pretty easy call for the ref. Now it actually opens up as the 10 men do not find an early lead, although they were close. And a great steal, take the shot, Orezo, into that top right corner, and finally we will take a lead. We scored faster against the 11 men Arsenal than we did here against only 10 men. Actually, just kidding, because we didn't even score, so that's going to extend. Apparently Orezo was offsides. I don't know how we're playing so badly against just 10 men, but it is what it is, as we do get that lead. Started to speak a little too early, thought it was going to come back to us, but no. All's good. We do take that 1-0 lead. Just add an extra minute onto that original goal. And thank you for that one. Diaz over to me. Can we send it deep? Not really. I don't really like these. When you tell them like, oh yeah, I want to pass downfield for a guy to like run under. It really doesn't do that. Now as we sit out wide here, Vargas will get the pass into the middle. Orezo to Diaz, blocked. Falls to Orezo, and he will get his goal after all. Slapped him on his way by. Will be a 2-0 lead. And thank you for that one. Actually, I actually do mean thank you for that one, because it does look like he's a little bit shaken up after that slide tackle. My bad, dude. I was just trying to make a nice defensive play, not hurt anybody. As that pass coming in, we go with a long distance header. Maybe use the foot next time. Was a good cross in though. Now they have a scoring opportunity and just barely miss. Now we have worked the ball into a corner. Might be our last bit of offense this half as we once again try to go with a bicycle kick, and it looked like we almost injured ourselves on it. As we drive towards the bottom line, no, they go towards the top. Sanchez dancing around. Goes to Rodriguez, who takes the shot, does not work. We will still maintain possession. Diaz falls to Bijol, and he will score with his foot. So rare for him. Normally he's scoring headers on the corners, but Bijol will make it 3-0 right before half. Now, as we get the second half underway here, we'll look for the through pass, take the shot, and Orezo will get his second, almost his third, and we'll get an assist on the board. Now, not gonna lie, definitely wanted to take the long shot there, but figured it probably wouldn't work, so why not take the assist to one of our fairly new striking partners up top, and why not get the steal right on back? Maybe I'll still have a chance at taking one of these long shots. Perhaps if we could work something towards the middle here. Need to sit a little bit behind, but they keep moving the ball further and further up. Thaven's shot gets blocked. No long shot for us coming quite yet. Although the ball does eventually fall to us, and Vargas so close to getting another one on the board for us. Show what this team can score again. Really wish we just had a little bit more defense in that Arsenal matchup. Bijol with a brace, one with the foot, one with the noggin. 5-0. Now potentially might have our long shot working open here, although Diaz not gonna disrupt that run. We'll make it 6-0 in the 60th minute. Honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure if they had 11 men, if it would really make all too big of a difference. Considering that's the kind of pass that they're going to get. Yeah, it looks like we've crushed the soul of our opponent here. As I'm still trying to find my long shot. A little not quite outside the box, but was close. Looked nice. Well, at least force a corner off of it. Maybe I'll get a bicycle goal. Maybe that would do it for us here. No, but I will flick it into the middle, and that one almost does end up in the goal. But instead, corner from the opposite side. Still, bicycle chance? Maybe? No, guy didn't want to jump for it. Fine by me. Let's move up to the top of the box as Sanchez nearly just gave him a straight up go-ahead shot here. A lot of spinning around here, trying to create some space for a long shot. That will work straight to the keeper. And gonna get another chance right after it. Long shot right back at the keeper. Hey, you know, I'm making sure he's putting in his work. And also giving us corner attempts, which I still am looking for my bicycle, though we go with the header that time. And maybe one more attempt right before the defender comes in. And there we go. A absolutely dominant victory, making us feel quite a bit better after our loss in the Champions League. Even the fans, they're up and going. It was a very nice shot. Let's take a replay here. Nice header in from Sanchez, and from about 20 yards out, defender coming crashing in. And you know what? I'm not even going to be upset about this 3-angle shot. Thank you, FIFA, for this beautiful look as the goalie reacted about 5 seconds too late. But with that, I will leave the pitch. A 7-0 lead left out there for the boys to come in and finish on up. 2 goals, 1 assist, 9.4 match rating. Now, they don't completely hold on to it. They do end up pulling one back. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name because I know I would do awful, but they make it a 7-1 match. But that is where we're going to leave this episode off. There was some real good play, some unfortunate play. Late on there against Arsenal, we were so close. But as this episode, like I said, does come to an end, we have an 18-goal advantage in Serie A right now. So that golden boot is pretty much all ours. But that is, again, where we're going to leave this one off. We will start next episode facing off against Bergamo. Want to get some revenge for our Coppa Italia loss to them. They knocked us out of the quarterfinals. After that, we will be going on to the U.S. national team for a pair of international friendlies, then have a little bit of a week off, which is nice, recover before coming back and getting stuck back in to our matches in Serie A. And a big one coming on up, won't be in the next one most likely, but in the episode after that against Milan late on in April, as we are closing on in to the end of this series. A few more episodes left. I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5. So a couple weeks worth of episodes. But we need to keep the pressure up on Milan. They are still 4 points above us. We could take 3 back in our head-to-head. But we're also going to need someone to start beating Milan. And hopefully they just start to teeter. later on. The goal difference is well in favor of us. We have 68, they have 51. So hopefully we'll find ourselves on top of Serie A at the end, but that will do it for us here. So make sure you stick around to see how we finish off this series. If we win the Golden Boot, if we win Serie A, that's about all that's left for us to try to win after today dropping out of Champions League. So until next time, make sure you guys stick around, bear icon in the bottom right, or scroll down and hit the actual subscription button next to the bell icon, which you should hit so you're notified of when these videos go live. All my FIFA videos are going to be on Tuesday and Friday this series, and then after this series ends, when we will be starting the Create a Club. Hopefully we'll get through a little bit of that before the next FIFA. I guess it's technically, was it EA Sports FC 24 or something like that? Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a little bit into that before that game comes out. I also on Monday and Thursdays have the Commanders Replacement Squad, and on Wednesday and Saturday the State Only Challenge, both of those Madden 23. So 6 full-length videos every single week, plus all the shorts highlighting everything, so a lot of content. Hope you guys are enjoying, and until next time, we'll see you then. Bye.